Coach, on a game like tonight, what's the first thing you look at in the box score? Why?
I look at the result, and we lost. And I'm okay with losing, but I'm not okay with at one point of the game not fighting. Um, and we played a pretty good half against a very good team. And, we come out of the half, and we kept fighting. It was not going our way. But you can never, ever, ever, ever quit or look defeated, whatever the case may be. We have to continue to do things the right way, and if one night the other team is better than you, then you gotta respect it. But this flashes of not doing the right things. This is not who we want to be at all, and we haven't done it. It's just easier against adversity. Whatever you want to call adversity, to me, it's all excuses. The NBA, it is what it is. Everybody deals with stuff, and you don't want to be like finding the excuse. And we have more than enough to be better than this. And to me, that's plain and simple.
Was there any sort of respect in the fact that Boston knew how hard that game was Friday and came in ready to play?
I don't know. You probably can ask them. I don't know that answer. But yeah, our guys played hard to start, and obviously they bring that physicality and their experience and the way they shoot the ball. Because we didn't shoot. I mean, we offensively shot 51 from the field, 44 from three. Like the nature of the turnovers, especially in the second half. We had 10 turnovers in the second half, or 14, and we scored 0 out of their turnovers in the first half. We turned them over 6 times for 13 points, and right there is a big swing. Obviously, we lose games right there, and obviously the three-point line, right, that's big, and the second chance they won by 10. So you put all that together, it's just like the big difference in the game. But again, it's not what happened; it's how it happened at one point, and I want our guys that, moving forward, building this thing in a way that we're gonna sustain success. This is not who we want to be.
Even in the game where you lost up at TD Garden, I mean, we talked about, I mean, you made them miss 39 threes in that game. When you're watching and looked like there were a couple opportunities where you guys didn't really fight through screens and they kind of got some open looks through how much more physical they looked on offense than maybe you were on defense. When you see that, what was your, I guess, messaging in the locker room after that to the guys?
I think that's part of experience. Like they do set moving screens like anybody else in the NBA. But if you want that screen to be called, you cannot stop and complain. What you have to do is run through somebody's body. And if they're moving, there's going to be a collision, and something is going to have to be called. And that's how you force the officials to call it. If you just hug the screen and say he's moving, they're not giving it to you. So we're not there yet with knowing how to do it, but also with the level of physicality. And I think right there, not just those moving screens where we may complain, but also second chance points where, we make them miss. Now it's a long rebound. They come up with a long rebound. They move it again, and they find another shooter, and they make it. Those are the ones that are deflating. Dunks out of turnovers and threes out of offensive rebounds. Those are the worst plays in the NBA because it can bring your energy down. And it happened. It happened in that second half. Obviously, we'll grow, and because we care as a group, and I know our guys care, then you come back and you fight in a different way. Again, if our fight is better and then the result is still a loss, I'll take it because in the long run we will win more than we will lose. And today was a good experience for us.
Jordi, kind of speaking to that effort, you guys did a great job rebounding in the first game. What changed in this one where it seemed like Boston was able to, they had a better night on the offensive glass, but what changed where you guys were able to win that, do so much better rebounding the first game, but this game, not as much?
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to long shots, long rebounds. A lot of those shots that were in like that, 10 feet circle, 3 meters for international people, around the rim. It's usually where those offensive rebounds go. And we got caught just looking a lot of times. Again, I haven't watched the film, but I remember a few. And we missed those, and they just went and got him. And, it's plain and simple. We did a pretty good job in game one. We did a good job today. We paid for it. And we lost the second chance battle by 10. And that just adds up, right? Like 5 points from the points of turnover, 10 from the second chance points, and add up. That's not a good result. Plus, both teams, the numbers offensively are good. But at the end of the day is you got to guard somebody.
Celtics are obviously a championship team with a lot of veteran, high IQ players, a lot of continuity. Do you think that there are lessons that your players can take from kind of their process and how they aim to play in a game like tonight?
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for this team, but I don't care about them. Like, we'll get our own lessons from ourselves. Our guys work every day very hard, and they're just another opponent. Like, there's 30 teams in the NBA. Got to give them credit for winning a championship and being a good team, but that's it. Like, we don't need to be like, breaking them down, or like, that's it, move on and worry about ourselves. That's what our guys deserve because they work really hard every day.
To, I guess, focus on a positive, what did you make of Ziaire Williams, especially? Did you feel like he was bringing a certain level of energy in the first half that was maybe different, or just what did you make of his performance?
No, I think he did the right things because they cross-match him with their centers, and he made them pay. And we told him, and the things that he did it very well, and he was very efficient for us. For the same reason, we knew that they would put other players to be switchable and switch everything that makes you stagnant and be very hard to find the three-point line. And Ziaire was very, 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 very good understanding that. He created for himself and for others, but then everybody else, we didn't find a way to. I mean, again, like, the numbers are good. We shot 43 threes and made 19. I mean, that is very elite, but the flow of the game, how it fell is at times we couldn't find the rhythm. Again, give them credit for their switchability and everything they do. But yeah, no, Ziaire was great. He understood exactly what he needed to do.
Ziaire, let's start with yourself. What was the key for your game tonight?
Man, just come in with the same mentality as every game. Put my hard cap on, pick up 94, play as hard as I can. If shots fall, great. If not, my number one job is to defend at a high level and, stop the best player.
Jordi just told us he was not happy with the effort tonight. What kind of message did you take from his post-game speech?
I agree, man. We just let them, stomp on our necks. Definitely had more fight. I know for me, looking at the stat sheet, I had the worst plus minus. So, I got to watch film, but it's definitely things I could have done better. Got to rebound a little bit more. They had a lot of second chance points tonight. They just wanted it more than us, man. We're capable of, I know they just won a championship, but, we're capable of beating this team. Yeah, man, just got to watch film and just be better.
Ziaire, first time you guys played, you guys were able to get all the rebounds almost and just kind of show that effort there. What changed with that particular effort, with them being able to get more rebounds, you think, tonight?
We just weren't finding bodies, man. We were just ball watching, trying to just out-jump the guys. They got 7-footers, 6'8", 6'10s. So, we're not going to win that battle every time. And like I said, they wanted it a little bit more than us tonight. Yeah, even when, they were up, they were still just applying pressure, still attacking the paint. They weren't backing down, and, we kind of just let them punch us in the mouth a little bit.
Obviously, when you guys played them in Boston on Friday, it was a much closer game. And obviously, aside from the effort plays, would you say this also came down to Jason Tatum got hot, Jaylen Brown was also there, or was it just you guys weren't executing the game plan?
I mean, they almost shot 50% from the three. Like Tatum, he's gonna have his 25 to 30, whether it takes him 20 shots or 40 shots. It was really Pritchard who killed us. Who else? Hauser, like, you know, those guys, they made probably 8, 9 threes combined. Derek White, like, you know, those are the guys that we can't get hot. Like Brown and Tatum, they're volume scorers, so you know they're gonna force it regardless. It's really, I feel like honestly it was the other guys who killed us tonight, and they just wanted it more, like I said.
Do you feel like since coming to the Nets, there's anything about this offensive system or the process, the way that Jordi wants to play, that has allowed you to, you know, flourish and have success on that end of the floor?
Yeah, 1,000%, man. For sure. Like, shoot, they're just bringing the dog out of me, man. That's the realest way I could put it. Picking up full, being scrappy, you know, just coaching me, and that's what I love, man. That's how I was raised. My father and, you know, my lifetime coach, Coach Mosley, man, they cussed at me, yelled, you know, said some crazy things at times, but it was all out of love and to get me better, and, you know, that's what Jordi does. So he's helped me bring the best out of myself, and, you know, I just got to keep on just giving it my all, man. Like, I mean, if you play your hardest out there and dive on loose balls, pick up full, and just want it more, a lot of times the basketball gods reward you in a good way. So just trusting my work, trusting in the organization and Jordi's plan, and yeah, just playing hard out there, man. That's about it.
Jordy spoke about how, you know, in that second half, that was probably the first time he's seen you guys have moments where you weren't fighting like you were. Do you think that came down to the kind of ball pressure you guys are putting in the first half? Was it, you know, Boston wouldn't, you know, quit missing, or is that just something you guys got to work on?
I mean, I gotta watch the film to answer that question. I just know that we had too many. We let them have too many offensive boards. We had turnovers, lobs, like not loading the ball in transition, like just the things that we can't control. We weren't controlling that tonight, and that's why we got whooped, man. It's a great team, and anytime you have one little mistake, one little mishap, man, the margin of error is so low with this team. Like, you got to be on point or they'll expose you, and that's what they did tonight. But, you know, it's the NBA, man, and, you know, the blessing thing about it is we play in 2 days, so we can learn from this, get better, and just don't let it happen again, man. Win, lose, or draw, just got to go out with a fight.